The HiPipo Chronicles episode 13. So we are into 2010. And in case you're joining us, we've done so far 12 episodes before this that you need to go and check out so that you can follow the journey for HiPipo between 2005 to wherever we'll figure it out and end at, because this is 2023 and things are still happening, activities are still going on in the year, and there are more things that we shall be talking about, of course, as the years go by. But we are specifically now in 2010. This is the second episode of that year, and we had talked about getting into aggregation of music, caller tunes, earning from that, and deliberately working with musicians to get projects off the ground and get them into spaces where they can earn money rather than just the performances. Because there are instances where you can't perform and you're sick probably, or you're not able, or like the pandemic that taught us more of the lessons. That's much later on. But we have the CEO of HiPipo as usual. My name is Mark Xtreme. The CEO of HiPipo, Innocent Kawooya, is on the show. Episode 13, Innocent. How is this going?
Well, I'm sure for the followers and the listeners and the viewers, things have become extremely digital.
Yeah.
Like our colleague Apostle says, digital from a Jamaican point of view.
Yes.
I don't know how Jamaicanism and Apostleism meet, but somehow he makes a very good collaboration and output for the same reason.
Yeah.
So episode 13 of the HiPipo Chronicles for me feels like we even haven't done a single one, because there's a lot of there's a lot of things that we should be talking about, especially matters making use of digitization to maximize returns for everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited and very proud, very honored to be one among so many that is having this chance to tell a story to many that are like us, many that are much younger than us, to the children of the children of the children of our children that will watch this very many years from now, to be able to learn from real stories of things that we are doing and we have done in making sure we create new ecosystems, new environments, and synergies that create lasting benefits for society.
Yeah. So we are in 2010. This is the second episode of that year. And you decide, we talked about the events you had set up and
tears.
And the tears that came along with that. So you kept on, didn't give up.
Yeah.
You decided to deliberately start investing in musicians, and that is whether it's working with them on videos, whether it's on audio production. But talk to me about what the reason was, because a lot of people that have platforms where they are either talking about music or even trying to distribute content, they never think about investing in the musicians. They always want to take out, which is, give me a new song, let me post it up here. Sometimes they'll upload your song without your consent, and then they will get downloads from that. You never get anything as a musician. But why did you decide to physically go and invest in musicians?
Well, Mark, you are a witness of the same story.
Yeah.
Of the so many thousands of unmastered songs that were being released at the time.
Yeah.
Of the videos that were substandard, much as were having very good growth. I mean, we had the NG, Centrix, D-Dark, Buddy, Kim, XP, Contact Films, and all the rest doing. I think Frank Ja was around that time and doing well. And many others. I mean, I think that is the year when Munji released Ebintu.
Yeah.
For those who are stressed and they understand Ebintu, we're dedicating this one to you and saying, please don't get stressed when you have Ugandan music and African music for that matter. So we're saying, yes, the musicians need so much. Yeah. Some are educated and they pride themselves in having degrees, but they have no single education about music. I mean, of our friends like GNL Zamba, Munjis and Obi of some sort for myself, Peter Miles, Navio, they're extremely educated. Navio is actually overqualified in his profession.
Yeah.
So they have not done so much in studying and understanding how music business works. Some have really understood the music itself as a technical ground. I mean, producers like Chua would tell you the A to Z of music, but then they don't know how to fill the gap between. So you're saying, how are we going to help them understand this? Of course, as high people, we're already investing a lot in creating an infrastructure that can help in distributing this music. But at the same time, the examples, I mean, when you come and curate a video and tell someone this is a good video, this is bad, this wasn't bad, there is no way you're going to tell people it is good when you don't have an example of a good one.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is, can we get some finances? The same way we wanted to invest in Uganda football and creating websites for everyone. We're like, can we create websites for musicians? Can we create videos for them? Can we help in sponsoring some music projects? Can we sponsor some concerts and put them to a level that creates the right anticipation, that creates the right content around them, the right narrative? And that's where it starts from. The intention is in, yes, this industry might be staggering right now. Yes, there might be, you remember 2010, there were probably about 20 musicians or 24 who could, at a level and kind of sustainable way, have shows throughout the year. Others, the rest only, and up to today, they see a big challenge that when you don't have a hit in Kampala and in East Africa, it becomes very hard to do a show. Yeah. So we are saying, can we invest in creating models that help them initiate ways of living beyond their hits, that help them create quality content? And this can't be done alone. One, as HiPipo now, we have power and say we can speak to a video direction company and tell them, NG, if we look for $1 million shillings and we pay for ABC because we know what is needed technically, and the musician's cost is cut down, how much can you cut down for them? So you have such conversations. And much as we're using the word investment, it felt like a lot of philanthropy, honestly, because we had no agreement with any musician whatsoever.
Yeah, and there were no expectations of any returns at all.
Yeah, there is no expectation of any returns for us in terms of finance. But we are saying the returns can be the industry growing and becoming more vibrant. Returns can be this musician inspiring many others. Returns can be demonstrating the transformative capacity of quality good work. I mean, when you have this being done, then maybe we should be able to look around and see, can we compare? I mean, when you curate a song that was done well and use it as an example to show the other thousands of our readers and followers, maybe you're helping them go into the right direction. So that was really the mindset around this.
And at the time, some of the musicians you did work with, Kid Fox,
Navio, Rachel K, very many others. There are very many names I've forgotten. There's one who used to have a nice song called I Can Feel You. I don't remember what she was feeling, but
And so with the model that you're creating, which is try and work with the video directors, the stakeholders, the producers, video directors, get them together, subsidize the cost and try and provide a better quality for the musician. In terms of the long-term plan, what were you looking at the musicians achieving at that point?
Well, thank you, Mark. Well, there was a lot that we were looking at achieving as an industry. One, I mean, barely no musician would actually write a good proposal, for instance, to get sponsorship. Apart from one who could create much excitement, there were not very many. It was Chameleon, it was Bebe Cool.
Chameleon write a proposal?
No, not writing the proposal. I'm saying excitement. When I move with Gorola Moses and take him in a working space, if he can excite people, there are chances that anyone who is not more about documentation and criteria will give him sponsorship because they're excited. So Chameleon could walk on Kampala Road and causes traffic.
Absolutely.
So that is enough for him to get sponsorship. Not really about paperwork. Bebe Cool and the rest. I mean, Bebe Cool has always lived in a space of people who speak English. But it wasn't very true that his people were really good. I mean, myself and Steve, for many times, used to support in writing the right proposals for their projects. Why? Because they can speak, they know what they want in terms of the concerts they want to create, but no one can get this content written down the right way to present it to the right sponsor. I mean, Bebe Cool, for instance, could get excited being given some little money, 30, 40 million of sponsorship. Yet he knew he could deserve even much better. He was a big brand already. I mean, he was and he still is probably the most influential musician in terms of everything, the political ties he has, the influence he can have on people who make decisions and all that. So, and we used to have this conversation and tell him, hey, big size, can you bundle this into money that you make? I mean, if you can tell every MP to come to your concert and 200 of them turn up, why don't they all of them pay 1 million shillings even if they don't turn up? You make 400 million from parliament and life goes on. After all, you have influence over them. So you are saying the investment should be in terms of knowledge, should be in terms of creating structures for many of them. I don't remember how many musicians we had arguments with, stopping them from going in 2 bars, especially times when they had the hit. I mean, someone is being paid 1 million shillings, but they want to stay in a bar up to 3 a.m. Yeah. And then they are drinking. I don't want to use the word local because local is awesome. But they want to drink chess, in a bar for a whole night. And then they are drinking the same chess with their fans in the same bar.
They're oversaturating the market and their presence.
And their presence. So tomorrow they want to be paid for an event that one of these funds is organizing. If they were with you, they saw you getting drunk. Like, wait a minute, what are you saying? So,
you have to create scarcity.
So they're not creating scarcity. So we're telling them, guys, we can do all this much. We can do better quality work. We can create a synergized kind of approach. I mean, there's no way you want to work independently and get things done. Part of the investment is saying we can connect and create a collaboration with you, with a songwriter, with a producer, with everyone. I remember there was always a conversation with ourselves and Grace Nachimera those days, and they had issues sometimes with her songwriter, Peter Nawe, and they're having these arguments of saying, I wrote the songs, they don't credit me, yet I wrote them. And then you ask him, do you have any papers that prove? He's now a very, very senior doctor somewhere in the world. And then he's my friend. So I'm like, no, Peter, you come and we have a conversation. And I have to bring him back on the same table with all of us, with Grace Nashimera, with Juju, and have discussions of harmonizing whatever we are claiming. Whoever is saying they wrote the songs, are you saying they didn't write it or they did? So say your yes or your no. Are you saying you are supposed to pay them or not? So what more do you want? I mean, all that is being done to make sure that we streamline what we call our creative arts industry. But also, most important, I remember like one example of the Good Life team, the duo. You remember the Good Life Christmas party?
Yes.
It runs around the same time. And I remember investing a lot of time and money in that I even never told them about any single time, just to process for them documentation, to make sure they have the right proposals to get money for sponsorship for the Good Life Christmas party. I mean, that was one among many others that we're supporting. But you're saying, can we help them have a better face for the industry? Because those funny papers that are looking like a photocopy of a photocopy, are shame for the industry.
Yeah.
The grammar is wrong. I mean, up to today, there is still that bit of this organization. But at least today, you can walk into a bureau where someone works on documents all the time, and they can get the proposal of Baby Cool and use it for Bobby Wine, to have it presented.
Yeah, just change the names.
Yeah.
And then just roll it over, and then you're done.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, of course.
Charge the same amount.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we are using examples of the ones they know, but I mean, that was a lot of what was happening. And we want that to stop. So we want every musician to have a team of their own, one that can help them put things together. So this investment is very intentional about building the bigger picture of what we see for the industry. We are seeing an industry where very many youth, very many women, and very many other supporters and participants, people who sell food, clothes, and all that, benefiting from it growing. So we are saying, can we grow this that is the pivot for the others? So that when someone has a concert that is attended to by around 50,000 people, another 150,000 people benefit from the same. That when a musician is in place and they're becoming big, they can have a team of maybe 20 people. and create decent employment opportunities for them. I mean, that was the goal, and up to today. I mean, we've had these conversations up to the State House. We've had these conversations with our line ministers all these years. We've had these conversations almost everywhere when we've been running HiPipo Music Awards. It is still the same conversation. We don't have so many factories that can employ people.
Yeah.
We don't have so many people that have been trained with skills that can create other opportunities for others. But we have industries that have been proved elsewhere that they can create opportunities for other people. Film is big at that. Music is very big at that. Of course, fashion is, but not at a greater magnitude. Why? How many times have you bought new clothes this year, for instance?
Yeah, that's a challenge also. Yeah, and also the fashion industry has kind of like gone down a bit. We used to have more fashion shows that were very popular, and magazines too.
Yeah,
I remember the magazine. It was called the African magazine.
The African Woman.
African Woman.
Yeah.
And we don't see that
woman? Where is that woman?
She's somewhere in the ecosystem.
Okay, I'll ask Camila about her. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have all these things that were available.
Yes.
Now even we don't usually. Do you know how exciting it was for the Miss Uganda pageant whenever it was happening?
Yeah.
But now the excitement doesn't remain the same because over years we have kept on not investing back into the business, in the industry, creating opportunities that can stabilize the business and even grow it, and even encourage more people to join, because there are more people that are interested in doing this if it's viable. But every time, like if someone wants to study law and they want to be an entertainment lawyer, how will they be an entertainment lawyer if we barely have people having lawyers signing when they're signing their contracts, and then they complain later about things that are already in the contract, by the way.
Yeah, but Mark, I think there's also a lot that we have to do, even in terms of governance. See, I have never met I met, what's her name? The former minister of gender. The one of not pulling, whatever. What's her name? Peace. Honorable Peace. At least once, Honorable David Kawooya connected us, and we had her gracing one of our events, not HiPipo event, but the Ministry of Gender, for instance, UCC, have not at any single time come out to even deliberately support initiatives that are supposed to be driving that same change that we are supposed to have.
Yeah.
I mean, top to bottom, we are having a very wrong approach to growing our ecosystem and our economy. From the bottom, we come and our whole thought is saying, can we build this industry to create value? I mean, I don't have a child. I don't even know if my daughters can sing very well. They try singing Girl on Fire, but they have a long way to go. They really have a long way to go. I mean, I don't know so many of my sisters that are singing actively, maybe in choirs. The one who used to be a very good dancer now is in hiding. I mean, she hides away from singing anytime. So I don't know. For you have Angela Katatumba, so you're an exception. Don't tell people you don't have anyone.
She's barely putting out music.
You have Angela Katatumba who's actually singing, and then you're running eJazz Radio that is doing really serious music business.
Yeah, we still want to see people come on there.
Exactly. But we are doing this for the industry. And no relative, no girlfriend. I don't think I've ever dated a musician. I don't think I would want to, for very many reasons. So, but all this we are doing is effort saying, can we build synergies? Can we build an ecosystem that is inclusive, first of all, of everyone, that is also open for creating opportunities for other support and connecting industries? I mean, we always want to say we want to create a vibrant tourism industry. I remember Honorable Chiwanda, sometime when we last spoke, I told him about him also having a deliberate thought of making sure that as he promotes tourism, they equally invest in music. Because music is an important rail for accelerating tourism, better than any other thing. I mean, how many people want to visit America? But what is the biggest thing they know from America?
Mostly the musicians.
The music.
The film industry.
The film industry. America has no footballer that we know. Do you know anyone that plays American football?
American
don't.
football?
For me, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
There are some,
But I know
can't
basketball.
I can't tell you how it goes.
Yeah.
I know that there are some players.
Hey, do you know one?
Yeah, you know
Mention
someone.
mention that one.
Tom
Sorry.
Brady.
Yeah, that one is a lucky one. I am going to remember his name. What is his name? Tom Brady. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was,
Now,
the greatest.
yeah, I don't know
of all
him.
time. Like
Yeah,
he has a lot of championships.
yeah. So you can imagine.
Yeah.
Who is the most popular footballer you know in Uganda today?
In Uganda today.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
Thinking.
have to see.
You know Stephen Bengo.
Stephen Bengo. I have to see, but
You
they
can
still have
imagine.
to do more though.
Yes.
After playing, people
Yes.
still need to see you have a presence.
Yes.
And that encourages other people that you see after football,
Yes.
this one did this. Like how we see other
Yeah,
industries
Ronaldo,
grow.
Luis
Oh
Nazario.
yeah, now
Yeah.
he's doing analysis. He talks.
Yeah.
He talks about.
He owns
but
clubs. Yeah.
we need to see that happening more, and
Yeah.
that's why I think with the musicians we still have to create those. Like we talked about engagement with the people that support you,
Yes.
and that creating roots with those people, and then that enables you even grow further in a career
Yes.
at that point. So the HiPipo Chronicles, we are in 2010. I know there are many people that got introduced to HiPipo through maybe what the space in the financial inclusion space. We shall get to that. This is 2010
Yes.
that we are looking at. We shall get into those episodes later on. But for now, we are looking at the earlier initial stages of HiPipo and how this is now like 5 years after inception.
Yeah.
And,
That's 5 years.
And we are looking at all the work that has been done, and there is still more. I can assure you that of that. But for now, in this episode, there is not more left for you. So as we are wrapping up 2010, I know we're going to look at more things that happened. But what would you say lastly to someone that is in the entertainment space on how they can probably enhance their role or even get more from the business?
Well, I'll probably tell everyone to watch the next episode.
That's the smart one. Until next time. The HiPipo Chronicles, wherever you get podcasts from, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all that at HiPipo. So that is at HiPipo across all social media platforms. We want to listen to your feedback, what you agree with us, whether you agree with us on the podcast or you don't. We still need to hear from you. All right, we welcome all thoughts. We don't tell you how you think or how you should respond to us. Let us know. All right. Until next time, the HiPipo Chronicles.